any of her shit. Still haven't heard anything from him yet.
Get close. What's up, everyone? Getting everything together. If you join in or you're just joining us later, welcome. Enjoy our ugly faces, and we'll get things going here in just a second. All right, y'all. What is up? It's Happy 4th of July. We're going to run down a few articles we can find on the internet. We've got some Hawk Tuah follow-up. We'll probably do a little shopping and just hang because it's the 4th, baby. It's a holiday. We're going to let it rip. Enjoy. Don't play with the boomsticks because we want all of you guitar players to have all your fingers. Let's go.
On a journey through deep space, trapped in a war, two pirates fight the good fight, armed with only 6 strings and some pretty bitchin' beards. It's time for your weekly dose of pirate madness. You're now listening to the Guitar Pirates Podcast.
What's up, everyone? And happy 4th of freaking July. Welcome to episode 138 of the Guitar Pirates Podcast, your weekly music news, guitar gear, and facial hair support club show. I'm your host, Josh Jones.
I'm your co-host, Jim Steger.
And guys, make sure you get your words together because I barely got that off my mouth, the tip of my tongue. Jesus Christ, I've not had enough coffee today. Jim, how the hell are you?
Good. Doing some, as I showed Josh yesterday, I've been doing some projects.
Yes.
Some progies. So I'm working on my telly project right now.
Some projets.
It's funny what a $5 roll of auto. What I'm using is auto like vinyl for you put on like steering wheel, anything plastic. But it's funny what just a $5 thing can do to a shitty old telly.
Yeah,
it looks so good.
Yeah.
It looks really, really good.
It's crazy, like what the little things can do to make change up some knobs. Like on my Junior, I went from those little black top hats to just the gold round speed knobs. The Gibson, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
A complete different, like just 2 little gold knobs. It's crazy.
It looks it's
crazy.
Fun.
It's crazy what a little, just like a little wrap, a little $5 wrap or whatever, replacing a bridge that's silver but making it gold.
Yeah,
or whatever,
If you're good at pinstriping, you just have a white guitar. You do a single black little pinstripe, and it just instantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's beautiful. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make something look good.
No. That's the thing. You got to just get brave.
And
you've got to get brave with your own stuff. Because like there's some stuff I won't touch.
Well, I don't blame you.
I won't.
We all know that I'm on the bargain. I've mostly bargained and stuff.
No, but there's a few things you have that's very nice.
Well, yes.
So let's not undercut ourselves right now.
But in that guitar graveyard of mine, there's a lot of stuff.
There is quite a bit of what we could call a graveyard over there.
Yeah,
I will agree with that.
I have a parts.
There's quite a parts bin over there if you to kind of push it together.
And I just piece stuff together. So now I have a telly with a Strat neck, and I wish it was. I don't like the ebony. You know what I mean? I don't like the ebony on it, but whatever. What can I do?
Yeah, if it's just a parts neck, you can't really complain.
No, and it's a good neck. It's a really good neck. So I don't no sharp fret edges. And
okay, we're getting back into it's 4th of July. Everybody's excited about fireworks and explosions. We talked last week about Hawk Tuah. Dude, I want to say that I read that she signed with Penthouse.
Nice.
I might have to fact check this here in a second or whatever, but like I want to say that I think she signed something with Penthouse. I hope her friend did too.
Right? Yeah.
I have been seeing her friend more at like places with her too. So like maybe she's cut in on the deal.
Right.
I really hope so.
Well, yeah.
Just all about her friend.
Because it's pretty crazy that which Penthouse, if you don't know, it's a blast from the 90s.
Yeah.
It was like Playboy, but it was 10 times raunchier. And then Hustler was like the raunchy of raunchy. Because Playboy had like maybe 6 pages with naked chicks on it, and then it was like 80 pages of articles. Playboy had really good articles.
Yeah, it's on TMZ, and it says the management firm Penthouse has come forward as Haley's new rep. They are in fact working with the internet's current obsession. United Talent Agency was originally believed to be Haley's rep, but as sources with direct knowledge, they never inked a deal with her. So TMZ, don't come kill us because you'll do something stupid like that. We're using TMZ for the moment. But yeah, like Penthouse. What the fuck?
I mean, if we're on TMZ, we made it, brother.
Yeah.
Two hillbillies from Arkansas are using our.
Well, I'm
content.
glad. I'm just glad that she's like America's little sweetheart. America's little slutty sweetheart.
Yeah. Summer.
I'm not saying she's a slut.
Well, yeah, you got what you said.
But that was that's something a slut would say.
Like I like the comments when people were like, "Yeah, way to be classy. You brought this on yourself." It's like, no, she really didn't. She was asked a question. She answered it in a fun manner, and it exploded.
It looked like they were at a public place.
Yeah,
like probably enjoying some alcohol.
Just she gave a fun answer.
And she gave a fun answer, and she was trying to get a laugh out of the dude. To me,
and she took the world by storm. And how is that her fault? She didn't do anything. Only thing she can do is answer the question, and whatever happens once it goes on the internet does what the internet does.
Yeah.
And she's being rewarded for it, as she should, because that's the best thing we've seen in years.
I hope that they can get her they can get everything like, what is it, trademarked?
Yeah.
All that shit. Yeah.
Which I want to, because like we talk, I want to get shirts, but it's like I don't know what companies.
I'm not getting the wrong one.
I don't want to get from some independent label that is just trying to,
like the scalpers up front of shows.
Yeah,
they just buy some black Gildans and use their shirt printer at home and make some shirts and sell them for $30.
Yeah, I've got 2 bootleg shirts. I bought a Razorback one. After we won a Liberty Bowl, I bought a $15 shirt outside, and everybody was like, "Jimmy, what are you doing?" I'm like, "It was $15." I was like, "This guy's got to eat, and I'm not spending $50 inside." So it's a win-win situation. Yeah, that shirt may cost $5, but I don't care. The dude gets to eat tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I mean, in a band shirt, like if I want a metallic shirt, I want a metallic shirt.
Yeah, I don't really pay the bootleg ones. I'll go in there and hunt for a good one. But I'm never early enough to shows to go merch shopping.
I'm always early. I'm always early.
I'm never early. I always kind of walk in like right when I should.
We were early for Chevelle though. That was the one show that you were with us.
They didn't have merch. The only thing they sold there was beer.
Yeah. But we said it on the show before. At least you got to touch the PRS.
I didn't touch it.
I mean, he was handed it. He was looking you right in the eye.
He was one. I was going to snag it.
Pete Loeffler from Chevelle handed him. I was trying to hand him the PRS.
He was fucking around.
But we know for sure if he got that in his hands, we was heading for the door and we were leaving. Yeah. We did not care. We were gone.
We made friends with the bouncers. I would have rode on the back of the bouncer's back.
Yeah, that bouncer was so terrifying.
Both of them.
That one dude,
Jake and the African American dude.
That dude was awesome.
Both of them were awesome.
But we watched Jake tackle 3 dudes at once.
I watched the black dude fucking lift up a 6-foot dude and throw him in the air.
That dude was so good. But yeah, the Jake dude, like, just his head was bigger than both our heads together. It was fantastic. I love concerts.
Yeah, that was a hell of a show. He was a googly-eyed man, and this dude was trying to throw me over the fence. And I was standing one of the next to the band's opening moms, and that kind of helped too. Opening band's mother, you know, like one of their guitar players or whatever. And he had fucking pissed her off and was trying to get to the front and smashed her boob into the rail. And she literally was like, "You're smashing my tit into the rail. Stop." And he was trying to pick me up, and I was holding on to the rail, and one of the bouncers was in front of me, and I was like, "He's trying to throw me over, and I don't want to go," you know. And then he turned around and kept watching him. And then that dude, he sent the African American guy. He was like 6'3", 6'4", 350, fucking kind of googly eyes, you know. But he was fucking
a brick shit.
He was a brick shit house of an older African man. And I just looked back and I seen him, and I was doing my thing, and I looked back again, and I just seen him grab this guy by the waist and go, whoop, and he was gone.
See ya.
And he fucking went over the front rail, and he walked by me, and he was scowling, and I went,
yeah, that's so.
And Jake fucking got in his face, and he might have been one of the guys that got tackled back there.
Yeah, because I watched him tackle 3 guys all at once.
Yeah, because
he took all 3 of them down.
That dude was not just drunk. He was on some speed or something.
And
he was stupid.
It's a Chevelle. I mean, yeah, Chevelle has some heavier songs.
The thing is it was a smaller, like 2,000 seat floor only place. Yeah, it was tiny, and Chevelle had just dropped the red. Just dropped it.
Well, no, not the red. It was the one with it's
the same album. It was that big album that they like.
It was the third album.
They were just getting really big, and they weren't like super huge because nothing was. They were MTV band,
yeah,
but they weren't like the Chevelle we know now.
Yeah, it was their third album.
It wasn't,
which has the clincher on it. Or not the clincher, but has the I don't know. It was the one after the red.
It was a very early album. It was still playing PRS, and it was like it was comparative. It was tiny.
Yeah,
comparative.
It was still.
It was
cool.
a great show. It was fucking
awesome.
Like 2,000 people there, and it was front to back, but it wasn't like heyday.
Yeah,
it was tiny.
It was
fun as fuck.
It was so fun.
It was weird though. It was like in this weird amphitheater bank thing on the corner of the. It was fucking weird. But it was cool.
It's like a warehouse. It was nice, but it was probably one of the best shows I've been to because I like the smaller shows.
No, it was super fun. Like I'm not dogging the show at all. No, I'm just trying to give an idea of where it was at. You know.
Which I can't even remember the venue.
No, I don't even remember the opening band.
I couldn't.
I don't even remember. I think Chevelle was still a 4-piece at the time. I want to say they still were.
Joe was still in the band.
Yeah.
No, they've always been a 3-piece.
Have they always been a 3-piece?
Yeah, they're brothers.
I thought that they were a 4-piece whenever they first did it, and then they went to a 3.
Maybe they have, but I know that they've been a 3-piece.
I know that they've been a 3-piece for a while.
Ever since their first album, because I remember watching them live at the Norva. And but yeah, that's when Joe was still in the band. Their little brother bassist, and then they got Dean, which was their brother-in-law, and now they don't have Dean anymore, and I don't even know who their bassist is now, but.
No, it's been 3. They just replaced the dude with another brother.
Yeah,
is what they did.
And then Joe left after Wonder What's Next, and then they got
that's
Dean.
What's up. That's why I think it's 4 because it was all family still.
Yeah. But Chevelle, if you haven't seen Chevelle kicks ass live. but they can't ever get forfeit right because they mess forfeit up when we've seen them. They mess forfeit up when I seen them in Little Rock the second time, or the first time when I seen them with Velvet Revolver.
It would have been the fucking Vitamin R album.
That's what I'm. Yes. So the third album. It would have been the
It's
third.
the second one because that's 2004. I'm looking at discography. Send the Pain Below was 2002. Vitamin R was 2004. That had.
We went 04.
Yeah, it was 04.
Because remember, there's a first album though that has.
They're not. It's not showing up here.
Yeah, but that would have been their third studio album that we want.
Probably second major release.
The second
is
major
probably
release,
why it's that way.
But it's their third album for sure because that first album's freaking point number one is the first album. So
yeah, it would have been second one for sure.
Well, third,
but major one.
Yeah.
Major
point number
album.
one.
Come on.
Point number one has some of the best songs they've ever put out, which I don't understand.
Because but still, like, that's when it happened.
Yeah, because that third album's when they blew up, like big. Because Vitamin R was everywhere. That album was
the cover, everything. It was still video. Very videos were still big. I remember I loved watching videos like before school.
And then the third album, Hats Off to the Bull, is a good one. I think every album that they've ever put out's been killer. They can't do no wrong. You know, they haven't made one penny off of any of their albums, but they've made over $75 million for the record companies. Ain't that a bitch?
Band's debut studio album, Point One, was released on a small record label called Squint Entertainment in May of 99.
99?
Chevelle's second album, Wonder What's Next, was released in October of 2002. Certified 2 times platinum. I guess I'm wrong. Band's third album, This Type of Thinking Could Do Us In, was released September 2004.
Which is the album that we watched.
That was another certified platinum album. Fourth album, Venusera, was released April 2007. Sci-Fi Crime's fifth album was released August 2009. Hats Off to the Bull, the sixth album, was released December 2011. La Gargola, their seventh album, was released April 2014. The Ninth Corridor, was released to July 2016. And the ninth album, Near Trias, something like that. Say that 5 times fast. March 2021.
Which that album was awesome.
There's a way there. We cleared up that dirty shit.
Yeah. they've been pretty consistent though. Every two to 3 years they've released an album.
Yeah,
so
I would expect something new then, right?
You would imagine
pretty
so, yeah.
Close.
Pretty close because 2016 to 20, that's their longest hiatus of an album's 5 years. So between 2 to 5 years. So yeah,
I would think there'd be something maybe.
Hopefully. It's still weird seeing him play a Fender though. You know what I mean? After we watched him play PRS his whole career.
I think he plays a fucking baritone.
Yeah.
I think it's a baritone, like he put a baritone neck on it.
I wouldn't doubt it because he's playing, because a lot of the first couple albums were drop B songs. So got a lot of drop B songs. So a baritone would make sense. Because isn't that almost standard of drop B?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
baritone.
It's just straight up just B. It's not even drop because it's just B. Yeah, we can go in it. We might do a little bit of dirty laundry. Yeah, it says a Fender Subsonic Baritone Stratocaster. So there you go.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense, especially if like your lower end band.
Yeah.
Helps with the sonics and things.
Which out of all his tools for touring, you know what his number one must have for touring is his toolbox that he puts his foot on.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Since point number one, he's had one toolbox that he plays that he puts his foot on, and it's been on every single tour ever since they've been touring. That's pretty crazy. You know, it's like you hear about those superstitions, how, you know, like if one thing's changed, it could ruin the whole show. Like,
yeah,
like I couldn't imagine what would happen if he didn't have his toolbox. He would It'd be like losing his marbles.
It's like losing your stuffy or losing your passy or,
Right.
yeah. Kind of moving along. We're going to jump into some this day in music. Kind of keep things a little bit going to get our normal stuff out of the way. Brought to you by Greenbeard. Just head over to greenbeard.com and get a tree planted in the National Forest in your name. Tons of beard hardware. They do have some what I like to call software or beard products, oils and balms, mustache waxes, and things like that. But I believe in their hardware, their tree stuff, the big sequoia beard rakes, the beard brush, all that stuff, like boar bristle brush, all that crap. Go over there, check out the beard hardware, Greenbeard Grooming. Get a tree planted in the National Forest in your name. Check it out. Also, while I'm talking about sponsors, Franklin Straps, Tonal Music Inc. Do they even need to be like the Lakers? Do they even need advertisement?
No.
Franklin Straps sells itself, guys. Check them out. Mean Beard, one of the oldest sponsors of the show. Thank you. That's where the beard software comes in hand. They've got the best whip. They've got the best oils in the game. Get your beard meaner than the dude down the block. Make all the other dads jealous. Get yourself some Mean Beard.
Make other beard men jealous.
Exactly. That's the other part. And last but not least, Analog Pedals. Congrats to Jeff Bolin with the new cover band going on. I'm hoping things get going good with you. I'm glad to see you on the up and up. Check out Jeff Bolin and Analog Pedals. Pick you up some of the what we like to call bougie and boutique, but highly affordable, American made to your specs. Check them out. Analog Pedals. I just want to get that out of the way because here in a minute it's just going to be a free for all.
It's Independence, baby.
It's Independence Day. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Last holiday before the best holiday.
This day in music, we're going to run down a few of them. 2000, Metallica show. A man fell 80 feet to his death during a concert at Ravens Stadium in Baltimore.
Oh, wow.
This was big. We were just talking about these guys. 95. The debut album by the Foo Fighters was released. Dave Grohl wrote and recorded the entire album himself with the assistance of producer Barrett Jones at Robert Lang Studios in Seattle.
I thought it was 96, so it came out in 95. Damn.
He chose the name Foo Fighters for the project to hide his identity. Wow. So do we know the year Kurt went? Was it like 93 or
no,
2?
94.
94.
I think it was
So
September
it was
of 94.
It was that
or March or
I'm not
April.
saying like but it was that fast after that.
Yeah.
I don't think Dave would have been in Nirvana very much longer.
Well,
even if Kurt was around.
But if you've watched any of the back stuff, is like Kurt wanted to do like, singer-songwriter stuff. He wanted to be on acoustic up on stage. Like that's where he would have went. They would have went on a hiatus for sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Dave was already going to do Foo Fighters regardless because he let Kurt hear some songs. And then, Kurt and Pat are like, damn, he's better than us on guitar. Shit. he's just, damn.
The dude's just good.
He's so good.
The dude's just like, he can't do no wrong in my eyes unless he like kicks a baby.
Yeah. But it's like, because we covered that whenever he notorious. He does not sign autographs.
Well, because he knows where it's going to go.
Yeah. And there was that dude that kept asking him, and he's like, "Oh, look!" And he just ran away. Everybody's like, "What an asshole!" It's like, no, he's very nicely told them. He's like, it's for my son. It's like, if your son was here, then yes, I'll sign it. But he will sign for kids. But if you're coming in to say, yeah, this is for your son, it's like, it could be for your son, but there's no proof. So
yeah, and your son's not screaming Foo Fighter lyrics all day.
Wow, so 95.
86, Run DMC releases their rap version of Walk This Way.
Which, you remember when that Behind the Music came out back in the day, and they looked at each other like, "What the hell did he just say?" It's like, "Talk to your daddy." Say, he's like, "Yeah." What did he just say? What?
All right, last one here. 82. Ozzy Osbourne married his manager Sharon Arden, the daughter of music mogul Don Arden. Ozzy later confessed that the well-known 4th of July Independence Day date was chosen so that he would never forget his anniversary.
Smart man.
And that is this day's music. Primarily brought to you by Tonal Music, but we got all the sponsor reads out of the way. So we're just kicking it here on a 4th of July holiday.
Hey, happy 42nd wedding anniversary to Ozzy and Sharon.
Yeah.
Wow, 42 years, bro.
Other than that, we're going to keep moving down the line. Yeah, we're getting into some Jim's Metal Minute here shortly. Obviously, go check out all of our sponsors. Go check out some past episodes if you get bored. There's a few people from Bolton overseas. If you're listening to this or you're downloading this, thank you so much. We've had a few Tokyo downloads, so if you're over in Tokyo, thank you very much. To all of our consistent watchers and our listeners, if you're listening just on the podcast feed, thank you very much. If you're not in America and you're not celebrating the 4th, well, go blow something up.
Yeah.
And sing your national anthem for us.
Yep.
Because I respect you and your country.
Whether it's a neighbor's cat, we don't care.
We don't care.
As long as we don't see it happen.
We don't care. Just go outside and blow something up and sing your country's song.
Hey, 4 weeks back on the 4th. This is the 4th week.
Yeah, 4 weeks back on the 4th.
I mean, whoa.
Wow.
We didn't plan this at all.
4 on the floor, baby.
That's crazy.
All right, Jim's Metal Minute. Let's go.
Jim's Metal Minute!
And welcome to Jim's Metal Minute. As I stated last week, I'm going to be going over the song of the day. The song of the day I have today goes for anybody going through this heat wave. I hate it. I hate the heat. I can't control it, but you know, I hate the heat. So today's song of the day is The Disappearing Sun from the Infection album of Chimera, because I wish the sun would disappear. I hate summer so much. And if you don't know who Chimera is, you truly need to look them. If you're into any heavy music at all, you need to check out Chimera, because Rob Arnold is probably one of the most underrated guitarists out there. And he's just a humble, nice dude. Makes you want to punch puppies. Oh, you got it. The best part's coming up.
Come get us.
The best part's coming. Yes, Rob Arnold, please. I mean, you could yell at me all you want.
No, I don't.
All right.
That's what we can do.
If
you want to come get us, come get us.
Yeah. I already sent a message to Rob Arnold, and he just sent back a thumbs up. So at least he responded. He's getting ready for a tour. I mean, Rob Arnold would be a good dude to talk to. I mean, he's a humble guy. It's funny how people talk. Their bassist of Chimera, one of the heaviest bands to ever exist, is a barber. It's a barber shop.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. I love the different, how everything goes. Their guitarist Matt used to be a people that the airplanes come in. We used to be in the Watchtower. Whatever it's called. It's just crazy. But The Disappearing Sun from the Infection album, check them out. Chimera, one of the best bands ever.
We need a Disappearing Sun right about now.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the best. What a good song. What a good song. Because how I do my song of the day is I put on my Pandora playlist, and I know everything that I listen to, but the first song that comes up is the song of the day, because I want it to be random because I could pick it, but I think it's fun to let it be random.
Yeah,
And the
random.
Disappearing Sun came on the four. That's the perfect song.
Yeah, random. Some
Random's
random
fun.
shit. Yes.
Because I mean, yeah, I could be, but it's also is like the randomness will throw you a song from the band like you forgot about, and I forgot about the Disappearing Sun because I don't listen to the Affection album.
Most definitely.
But it's just the
I got
perfect
hit
song
with
for the
a
band.
random, and it was Motorhead's version of Enter Sandman, which was weird. Odd random one.
Yeah.
You know, when I was bowling and I'm listening to metal, and yeah, it was an odd deal, but I was like, what kind of weird cover band is this? Because it's heavy as F. But this is Metallica. How can this be kind of heavier than Metallica? And then I was like, oh, it's Motorhead.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. It's Lemmy is God. I mean,
yeah, Lemmy is God. So it's like, there's another one, you know, that'll blow your brain a little bit.
Which the randomness, it's that's what I love because normally it's like I have my playlist and it's like I can never burn out Pantera, but it's like
Sometimes you got to get new.
I want new, but it's like I'm going from early 2000s back, and I'm doing death metal, and it's just fantastic.
Just tell them it's going to take some time.
Scared.
It's my wife. I've got family and everything here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do some shit.
Got family here. His front door, his glass
doors breaking, tires are blowing out. All sorts of shit's happening.
Hey, at least you get a day or two to take a breather.
Yeah.
Work-wise. We got so lucky.
Yeah, the 4th. I like when these holidays hit like on a weekday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which we get that specialty for Christmas. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
I don't know
where Christmas lands, but
yeah, I have to look at look at that.
I love the fact that here it is in the middle of summer and it's like a snow day. That's how it's what it feels like when we get extra days off.
Yeah.
It's like a snow day. I feel like I'm at home. I'm watching Price is Right, and I've got a bowl of soup. I can't go to school.
Yeah, I feel like I got some soup and some honey buns, some juice.
Screw that. Whenever I was sick as a kid, I got the all-American meal from McDonald's with a 6-piece chicken nugget and a Hi-C. That was my go-to when I was sick meal. Sick meal.
Yeah, I've had a few of them.
I mean, it's easy to pretend you're sick back in the 90s.
Oh, God.
Because our thermometers worked, but like if you didn't have the digital one, you know what I mean? Like when you had the actual thermometer.
My go-to one was I would get like some pen ink or something, or just something that had a little bit of color to it, and some soap and water, and I'd put a little bit of drips on my shoe, and I'd be like, I threw up in the bathroom and I got some on my shoe, and it worked every time.
See, he's going. That's IQ levels up here, like
every time.
Every time. I'm thinking of like putting it in your mom's coffee, putting it in your mouth. You're like, ow, it's like 110 degrees. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Is your brain turned into pudding?
How? Oh, I feel sick. At 110 degrees, you should feel sick. You should be in a coma right now.
You should be sweating your ass
when
off.
you get to 106, you are clinically dead.
Yeah,
so I mean, 110.
What's going on with you, bud? Or like when you get an employee that'll send you a Google image of a thermometer with a fever on it.
Yeah.
And it takes your mother-in-law Googling it and saying, hey, is this the same picture?
What a moron.
Anyway.
If while we're at it, what is the ways that you used to coax your parents to stay home from school? What are your fun ways?
I could never coax them.
Well, you know
I
what
always
I meant,
I always had to do teachers, so then I'd have extra backup. Then I'd get in the car and then they'd go, you ain't fucking sick. Jesus Christ, boy. They'd take me home and they'd fucking go back to work.
I remember I did that in football. Remember you had to do the football where you ran from the back, you had to get to the front.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to run anymore. I'm going to go pretend like I'm throwing up. And as soon as I get to the trash can, he blows the whistle to be done. I was like, Oh man, now I look like a bitch. I look like a bitch. I could have waited 10 more seconds. I was done. I didn't want to run anymore. What a bitch move by me.
All right. Let's jump into a little bit of news. Harley Benton dropping the best value Strat copies of the year. Now it looks to do the same for the single cuts. Check out guitarworld.com for this full article. Basically, you're getting Les Paul copies everywhere from P90 equipped to active equipped to Floyd Rose to looks like a Slash guitar. So if you are a Harley Benton fan, you like their cheaper range.
And as
Their Les Pauls, you might check out their Les Pauls. But as we know,
heavy,
that's going to be a heavy guitar.
it's the cheap ones. How does that work? That the cheap ones are heavy and the more expensive ones are light?
It's just people using better wood. They get a better selection of wood.
Because
They like the leftover put together stuff.
I mean that Tele I had was beautiful. It was very well built, but it was putting that thing around your neck was literally like giving somebody a piggyback ride the whole time you're walking around. It was ridiculous.
Okay. A little bit of like early fine wine hot garbage. Mogabi V3 electric guitar game changer quote. It is a foldable guitar with a built-in speaker. Basically, it looks like the skeleton of a 335 with a foldable neck and a speaker in the butt.
We've seen these before.
We have seen these before.
But this one is different. How? Maybe the price. Because that one was that acoustic, that we were looking at. It was like all carbon fiber. So it was like $1,000.
It's a Kickstarter backing thing. So if you're into, makes you, that right there makes people ishy already. We're chasing 5,000 to get off the ground. 31 days to go. It already has 21 backers and a pledging total of $22,000.
I mean, it's a decent start.
If we have talked about this before, it has. We have probably mentioned an earlier iteration of this thing, but I guess that they have, upgraded and updated this thing. Has 260 style single coils and 648 moderns, what they're calling it, which is a humbucker. Both come with 3-way switches. Okay, hold on here. I guess there's two. They have one with single coils and one with a single coil and a humbucker. Okay. So there's two Mogabi V3s. Assembled with ABS, plastic, and walnut metallic frames. I don't know. What do you guys think about this stuff? Hybrid, soulless, bodiless, weirdless guitars.
It would be fun to have if it worked properly. I mean, if you're going to a campsite or party, it'd be a cool little thing to have, I guess. Because, I mean, I know your travel guitar you took to Las Vegas with you and you just had your little Fly 3s. Like, is it any more different than that? You know what I mean? Like,
not necessarily. I guess it's just kind of like what the guitar.
It's a full size guitar, though. Isn't it?
And it just folds in half.
Because what's the specs on your travel? Is it only like a 21 or
21
inch?
27 inches all the way, 22-inch scale length, something like that.
Which it still played, still played great. Good. It's a good little guitar. I don't know. Like that acoustic one was off the ground. You know what I mean? Like that carbon fiber one, like with the speaker built in and all that was off the ground, ready to roll. So that one for $800. I don't know. Does this have a price on that one?
No, it did not. It was just a Kickstarter. We'd have to go to Kickstarter and look at the
I
back.
wonder if it's like $4.99 or something. It's probably gonna be something more, like $6.99, maybe even $8.99.
All right, we've got a top 10 list to dissect. Total Guitar is given a top 10 list of best guitar covers. Yeah, this is the top guitar cover of all time as voted by Total Guitar readers.
Okay, Total Guitar has my full respect. Please don't let me don't let us lose.
And this is covers, like this is a guitar cover,
which is
okay?
yeah, which is good.
So we kind of get an idea of where we're getting into here. 10, Guns N' Roses, Knocking on Heaven's Door.
We're giving that one. Okay.
The Beatles, Twist and Shout. Cream, Crossroads. 7, Aretha Franklin, Respect. 6, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Voodoo Child. 5, Santana with Black Magic Woman. 4, Van Halen with You Really Got Me. 3, Jeff Buckley with Hallelujah. 2, Johnny Cash and Hurt. I'm sure we can guess the first one. Hendrix with All Along the Watchtower. I mean, you can't. It's hard to argue that one.
No, I can't argue any of those.
You know, you can move a little bit around in people's like personal perspective, but like
as far as from all the top 10s we've watched or top stuff that we've seen in the longest time, that's one of the most well put together ones that I'm like, I can go with that one. That's not bad.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I would put SRV up a little higher.
You could have done that. You could have done that with his Little Wing.
Oh yeah, but if anybody, it's like we all love Hendrix. Don't get me wrong, but Voodoo Child, Stevie Ray Vaughan just put it in a stratosphere that it's in a whole different stratosphere.
Yeah,
he made that his own.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Kind of a new piece of gear. I know that we've talked about this before. Acoustics are a bit of kryptonite. But these look pretty cool. Fender dropping in the California series Antigua Burst acoustic guitars. I guess Fender's going with a little bit of an Antigua Renaissance, what they're calling this in guitar world. So I mean, if you're an Antigua guy, you might check out some of these new guitars. V profile neck, Okume neck, Perloy block inlays, Ovenkel fingerboard, tilt back 6-in-line headstock.
I mean,
with a fresh little ad over it.
They look pretty damn good to me.
Fishman preamps in it. Kind of like the little one. It looks like they're basically both $8.99.
It's not bad.
Would we ever see a Squire range like this?
You would hope so. How much different is that from the Acoustic Sonic?
Well, this is an actual freaking acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And the Acoustic Sonic's definitely giving you more electric vibes. You know.
I didn't know because I know with that Fishman preamp, that's a powerful little preamp to put.
Oh yeah,
acoustic. So you could play some straight up. You could play metal on that guitar if you wanted to.
Well, it's got an acoustic preamp. I don't know if it's going to be the same type of preamp you're going to see in an electric guitar.
Oh, I've played metal on acoustic.
Well, I'm sure you could.
Well, I mean, if you put it through your rig, it'd just be noisy as shit. But that's part of the fun though, trying to keep it from feeding back, you know. But some of the feedback, you get some of the best sounds. So,
okay, this is going to get everybody's little maybe get their little buyers in a little titty. Squire Affinity Series expanding. Looks like they're going to all go for about under $300. Getting a thin line Telecaster. Starcaster Deluxe.
Oh yes. Starcasters are so
Pair of
good.
Squire humbuckers at $249. $249. Jesus Christ. Flame top telly. Humbucker in the neck. A decent looking Jag with the right pickups and the right bridge.
A decent looking
A
dad.
decent looking Jag.
Decent looking dad.
A decent looking vag. And a decent looking Strat.
Yeah, but that Jag looks good. But the Starcaster.
The Starcaster and the Jag, I guess it's the offsets are showing out in this Affinity Series. $250. Doesn't say the price on this one.
Oh, I wish I didn't lose my Starcaster. I miss it.
So yeah, I mean, I guess that's I guess it's a tick in the right direction for Squire.
It's like if you don't know what a Starcaster is, think of like a ES335, but it's been kind of warped on the bottom
That's
a little bit.
It's the Tom DeLonge guitar.
Yeah. Which originally Starcaster came out in the 60s. They do have the Fender one, but the Fender ones are unattainable. You can't buy a Fender one. You got to be Bill Gates to buy a Fender one. Like $6,000 for a Strat or for a Fender Starcaster.
Yeah. Looks like Michael Anthony and Jason Newsted were both approached for a failed Van Halen reunion. Will we ever see a true Van Halen reunion? I guess not now with Alex selling all of his drums.
Right?
You play the fucking drums, man.
Yeah. If it didn't go off last year, whenever the talks were hot, I don't think it ever will. It's like Sebastian Bach going back with Skid Row. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And then, with David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar bickering about, well, I think it's more David Lee Roth than it is Sammy. Sammy's just cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, Sammy's always just going to do his thing.
I mean, yeah, he can be cocky. The fact that he sold 50 million albums with Van Halen, granted. And, I think Roth sold what, maybe 75.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well,
I don't know.
I think it's one of the two.
I don't know any of the numbers.
I just know that Sammy Hagar sold more albums with Van Halen than David Lee Roth did, but they went more poppy.
All right, let's do a little bit of an odd showdown, and then we're gonna kind of get into this showdown. We'll kind of put a slight bow on it and kick it in the pants. We're gonna do a headless showdown. We're going to go over two headless guitars, $200 in price difference. We're going to see which one we might actually buy. First one, we're going to check out a Strandberg Bowden Essential 6 electric guitar. $9.99. Humbuckers, volume and tone, switch, probably a 3 or 5-way switch.
The classic Strandberg.
A classy Strandberg. There's a red one with Astro Dust, they like to call.
Yeah, the red one would.
Let's see here. Essential 6's fingerboard opts for conventional fret placement. It features a Mirianti body hardwood with a balanced, flexible sound that really adapts to different playing styles. I guess they're trying to not use such expensive woods. Roasted maple neck. Endure neck profile. And features OEM humbuckers made by Strandberg. What are these guitars for? You
Like,
seen that neck on that thing?
yeah. As far as like what genre?
Yeah, like what do you do with these things?
I've only seen them in metal.
Do they play like jazz on them or something?
Like I've seen them in death metal bands. I've seen them. I've only seen them in metal bands.
There's the Ibanez. Q52 Pale Moon Ebony Natural Flat. See if there's any other colors. There's a 6-inch 7-string model. 24 frets. Big Ibanez humbuckers. No multi-scale thing. Same style of neck. The way it looks like it's shaped. Guys, are y'all into this headless stuff? Do you guys do this? I guess really why I'm looking at this is I've never really looked at them.
I normally look at the Kiesel ones because, as we know, the Kiesel has the best paint, one of the best paint departments in the entire world, and I like their paint schemes. But
I think out of the Strandberg and the Ibanez, I'd pick the Ibanez.
I would pick the Ibanez too, but it's like Strandberg is the OG of headless.
I think there's probably a Strandberg that I would buy or pick,
Yeah.
but not that one.
I just like the red on the Strandberg. But
Yeah.
I know Ibanez.
I think there's a Strandberg out there that looks like butterscotch and blackguard.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like I want to say there's something like that out there.
But that red, something about red guitars just, it looks better than the black guitar.
It does. It does. Astro dust, what they called it.
Which, you know, it's funny. I always talk shit about, I want something that's not just black. And then I've got all black guitars. Every
black.
guitar I have is
All
black.
black. Yeah.
They just look good. They do look good. But a black Strat to me is the most boring guitar on the face of the planet.
It can be, yeah.
Do you think Fender would ever do a headless? If they ever, like, out of any of the big four, as far as, you know, going from Fender, Gibson.
Whoa.
We'll just go Fender or Gibson. We'll just go the big two.
Because that's the thing about those two brands is that's the iconic part about them.
Yeah.
Is their headstock. And
it's like we know that they had the subgenre, so they can, you know, Fender can go crazy with Charvel, and they have all the different colors, and
you might see it in a Charvel or Jackson.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, because we know that they have.
I don't think you'd ever see Gibson do it.
I mean, they have. What does Gibson have? Gibson has what's it called? Kramer. So Gibson has Kramer, but Kramer
maybe
has hockey. But you'd want a hockey stick
if you want a Kramer, you want the
hockey stick neck.
I wouldn't see Gibson doing it. I could see Fender doing it with Charvel or Jackson.
Right, because I'm just trying to think if, like, I think the Gibson would look better.
Probably. Well, it depends on what they're going to do with the butt end of them. It seems like they got to chop off the back end of them too.
Yeah.
To make all those tuning things right.
Which, you know, they would have to use an offset, so it'd probably be either like I don't know if they'd use a Les Paul body, but I think they would definitely use an SG body. Would work.
I think they would do an SG
because they can just cut out that a little box in SG, which I think the SG would look great headless.
Wow, definitely look like a Q-tip for sure.
Josh loves Q-tip looking guitars. God. His favorite guitars is Q-tip.
Jesus Christ.
I would go with the Ibanez, but
I would probably do the Ibanez too.
But it's like I want
to go play one. I don't want to like sell the house to get one, but I've wanted to experience one.
Yeah.
I guess I could just go snap the head off one of mine and play some air guitar.
I mean, if you have a Floyd Rose, you can just pop that neck right off, and it'd be. I mean, you could
Yeah,
realistically.
technically could.
If everything lines up with your 3 in a row nut, you can just hawk that neck off and go about
for
your
it.
business.
Yeah.
But it's like the Kiesels, though, just their headless are
yeah, they
a
took over
whole-
that carbon custom shop and all that. Yeah, they're different. That's a different breed of guitar.
It's a different. The paint schemes, like there's. I don't think there's anybody on the market.
No, and if they are, they're like a boutique builder.
Boutique, yeah.
Very small builder.
But those, if you've never looked at a Kiesel, I mean,
They're definitely fun to look at.
they're art pieces.
Yeah,
But they play good, from what I've
Yeah.
heard. But they had one Kiesel when we were at the Springfield. What's that damn? I was Palin Music. They had one Kiesel up there, but it was up in the PRS numbers, and I'm not touching a $6,000 guitar. I mean, we did get to see a $15,000 PRS.
Yeah.
Didn't you hold it? Didn't he give it?
No, nobody touched that one.
I mean, I know he pulled it out for us to look at, and I'm like, I'm not touching that damn thing. Get that thing away from me. I don't want nothing to do with it. It was the acoustics we got to touch.
Acoustics, the high-end Les Paul, a couple of custom shop vendors. Yeah.
Got to hold a $15,000 acoustic. I thought it said 1,500, and now I was like, can I look at this? He's like, sure. I thought it said 1,500. Then I looked, when I put it back, I seen the tag flip around. I'm like, 15. Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Get this out of my hand.
Get me out of this room.
Well, that's when it discovered that, like, I seen a production greenie and I wasn't happy seeing it. Fretboard looked like it chewed on by a dog.
Yeah.
And then the standard like fuchsia pink one that was right behind it was like flawless. So it's like, I don't know if they were trying to give it a slight relic or what, but it was just a $3,200 one.
Yeah.
That greenie.
And I think the best guitar that we seen in there was that LTD Phoenix, or the Schecter Phoenix.
That was in Guitar Center.
Oh, in Guitar Center.
Which
they had a greenie up there too.
They had the Epiphone greenies.
Which, they look good, but it's like, I don't know.
I'm in the middle of the Epiphone Gibson headstock thing. I love it on the Firebirds, but I liked the Epiphone headstock without the wings. I just thought that was like their thing.
Yeah.
Thought it looked cool. It was just made sense. Not that like scroll bookend thing they used to have.
Yeah.
The new thing they have now. Well, and I get it though. You're trying to make a custom shop, custom Epiphone line. Which I understand.
Which I'm not, I mean, I have an SG custom, but I mean, it feels like if you didn't know it was an Epiphone, you would have been like, damn, how much did this thing cost? Because it is flawless.
Yeah.
It is. It's made for Josh's rig more than my rig, because I couldn't believe the sounds that were coming out of your rig with that thing. It sounds great in my rig, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's not made.
Pickup selection.
Well, you turn that out of phase. Oh, that out of phase selection. I mean, if you're playing, it just warms it up, takes the bite out of it, and when you play through just that overdriven clean sound, it's straight up 60s.
Yeah.
It sounds so good.
Yeah.
Out of phase is fun. I used to hate knobs. I used to never play with my knobs, never play with my tone knobs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wonder, it's like, man, this is all muddy. And then or it's like, it's too bright. And then I found out, hey, that's where a tone knob.
Turn this down.
Turn
or
that
whatever.
tone knob. Just
or
go like that on your tone knob.
Yeah, or your volume knob or whatever. If you have great concentric knobs that actually work,
yeah,
and taper properly and don't like go from 10 to 7 and give you something, and then basically at 5 it's just quiet.
Yeah. Which mine get quiet. Like I get to about, I don't know, 4, and it just, there's nothing. I'm like, man, let me play with this.
I need to get a few pots changed out on a couple guitars.
You going 5Ks or
Or
stay
well,
250Ks?
whatever K's in there. I just need something that tapers better.
I li-
I don't like the
Gotta-
tapering on the green Firebird.
Gotta-
It goes from 10 to 7 and then 7 to 4 and then 4 to nothing.
Gotta close that Haas. Taper your ends, brother.
It's just, it could just be a shitty pot. Literally could just be all that it is. It's electronics. Things fail.
Yeah.
Lemons happen. It
It's
works.
easy.
It works. It's just like 3 soldering bumps and that's it.
Because I don't know how the out of phase is, how it works, but I know it's an expensive option to put on a guitar.
Depending on if you have the right setup, like if you have a metal setup, it can be expensive.
Yeah.
If you have a humbucker setup or a Strat setup, it's probably comes with it.
But in the write up for it, it's like, they word it as in this upgrade. Because I mean, it is an upgrade.
It's because it's another tonal option.
Yeah.
Any tonal option, any added option is an upgrade.
It sounds so good though. Out of phase is fun.
That's why people will consider coil taps an upgrade or coil splits or whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Which
does the same shit.
I'd rather just have a single coil than have one with a coil split.
Or a P90.
Yeah, the P90s are great. P90s are fun.
Yeah, that's what got me off humbuckers was I had a PRS with coil splits, and I liked the single coils for the fuzz and stuff more. And I was like, I don't need this. I'll just go get a Telecaster, and that's how that happened.
Which this brings up a great conversation. I was going to ask him, offline, but now we're here. I'm going to ask him now. Since I lost my monkey, my P90. What P90 should I get next?
Oh man.
Should I go the Squire that we both wanted to get? Should I go like an old school ES335 style P90, which I want to know what that sounds like.
I don't know if there's very many 335s with P90s.
That's what I was wondering.
You'd have to get a Casino.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I always say 335, but that body style.
A Junior special.
Don't the Firebirds come with? Does one of them? No, those have the
no.
mini
They're
Huns.
the mini Firebirds. You might wait and try to find an SG Junior.
Yeah.
Single pickup Junior. Then you don't have any. You don't have a neck pickup. You don't have nothing. You just have a volume and tone and a ripstick.
I don't use the neck pickup. Most of my guitars are just dummy neck pickups.
So you might check out a Junior, any kind of Junior.
Yeah, because
single pickup, no frills, like let it rip.
Maybe I will, because I still want a Les Paul. I still it's killing me because I want one so freaking bad, and everyone that I've got has shit on the bed. But I mean, I love the feel of your Tribby, and I love the feel of your Junior. I mean,
the juniors are a definitely not to be looked over. It may not be something you get, but it's definitely an option that you shouldn't not check out.
I should have got one when they were $9.99. Now it's like fuck.
Yeah, the special versions or whatever.
Now they're $1,500 to begin.
Yeah, but if you can get a good used one, God, I remember the used ones fucking 10 years ago were like $600.
Which I can still get some Epiphone or some Gibson SGs for like the $700 to $800 range, which most of them are the SJs, which is just the different little body style of them. But I want
different
another
pickups and shit. Yeah.
But it's like we talked about those damn Squire P90 Strats for weeks.
Yeah, they do look good. I wonder what those are like.
And that's what I was like.
It makes me think that the P90s just might not have enough nuts to them.
Yeah, because I want it.
Maybe they do. I don't know.
Because I want it gnarly. Because that monkey had that gnarl.
Yeah, but that was a mid-level high-end guitar.
Yeah. And now it's $7.99. I bought it for fucking $1,000.
It's crazy.
That's what happens. Another pawn shop loss.
Yeah, chalk another win up for those guys.
I had to save, but it's like I had to save my Raven. I could not lose the Raven. I mean, sometimes you have to pick one or the other, and that'd be stupid to be like, "Yep, I'm just gonna let my Raven go." Fuck that. No, the Raven has everything. You know, it's funny. You play a certain song. You know what I mean? You probably go through this. You play certain music, certain songs with a certain guitar, and then whenever you play it, or that guitar's gone for a while, and you start playing it with another guitar, you're like, this is just not it.
Yeah, certain ones hold songs better.
Yeah,
different tones and things. I try to get them that they can do it all. You can't ever get it just right.
Yeah,
but you just kind of have to make do with what you got.
I know, but I hate making do with what I got, because what I got is what I've already had. I think that's the problem.
No. But guys, if chime in, what did guys do for 4th of July? What will you do for 4th of July? Or what have you done for 4th of July? I know I'm not doing much myself. I'm trying to keep it quiet. Probably get in a little bit of work during the day, and that's about it. Corral my family. Make sure no more tires pop or glass breaks or nobody goes to the hospital.
Yeah, I just want to. I don't want to be around people. I'm just gonna chill at home, be lazy.
Yeah, I might try to check out the bowling alley fireworks later. The local bowling alley they put on a fireworks show, and for a smaller show, it's pretty good.
Yeah, they do.
So it's usually pretty fun to check out. So I might do that depending on the heat and my kids. But other than that,
we're under a heat advisory again.
Yeah. Are you guys under a heat advisory where you're at? What's the weather like over there? Because it's hotter than hell here.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate summer.
Yeah, it'll be over soon because hell, it's already July.
Right.
Before we know it, it'll be August, and then football will start, and then the leaves will go away, and then it'll be cold again.
And I'll be happy. Because there's nothing like getting out of work to crisp, cool air, but it's hex to be sweating your ass off to get out to sweat your ass off to get in your car. Oh my
God.
Sweat your ass off.
It rained yesterday. It's so humid here in the South. It rained yesterday, and it just made everything worse. Oh.
It's like it's the only weather. It's like I don't know anybody that's like that doesn't know what deep high humidity is. Just feel like walking outside and you're getting assaulted. You just straight up getting attacked.
Go pull a wet blanket out of a dryer, and then just walk outside in the sun with it wrapped on you.
Yeah. Or
that's what it feels like.
Getting out of a car that's nice and cool, and then your glasses instantly fog up. That makes me so mad.
I just have to stumble to the door.
Right? You're looking through the tops of your glasses, and everybody's looking at you weird. It's like, look, I can't see, dude. I can't
see shit.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, everybody's laughing at you because you're all foggy. Yeah, that happens.
I always wondered how that works with. Could you imagine if you had contacts and they fogged up when you?
There's no. Have contacts ever fogged up?
That's what I
don't think they could.
Well, because like I know how my eyes are. The contacts that I was given were the biggest ones. I'm at the cutoff line for the biggest contacts you can get, and after that, your eyesight you can't do.
I know
contacts.
Sarah's eyesight's pretty bad. She wears contacts every once in a while. I'll ask her if they fog up.
That'd be weird as
hell. It would be weird.
Because there's nothing you could. What you do? Blink?
Yeah, well, you just do this. Like, what's blow air in your face? I don't get it. I don't think they do. That's just my early guess.
I'm sure they don't because they're already warm in your face.
Yeah, or connected to your eye and stuff.
It's just.
That's an odd thought.
Well, it's just like a girl says, "What are you thinking about?" It's too stupid for you to even want to know what the hell I'm thinking about. Do your contacts fog up when you walk outside the summer?
Are you okay? What are you thinking about?
Nothing.
My cat's braces need tightened.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Well, you've been quiet forever. Is everything okay? Yeah. What do you think about nothing? No, seriously. What do you think? Like literally, I was just there. I was just here. I'm I'm thinking of literally nothing.
I wondered if I could trap a bobcat in a phone booth and rub its ass with some sandpaper. That's what I'm wondering right now.
Exactly. See, it makes it. We're simple creatures,
Simps, yo. This should be the Guitar Simps podcast.
right?
Jesus Christ.
Anybody that calls you a simp because you like to look at pretty girls naked is stupid. Why is that?
Where did that come from?
Because you said the word simp,
Oh,
and
okay.
I've seen it a
It's like,
thousand times.
all of a sudden, we're talking about naked girls.
You said random. We're just gonna free for all. This is what we do on our sit down free for all.
The 4th of July has begun.
You said simp, and there's comments anytime there's a hot girl, and I always go directly to the comments because I want to see who's bashing who. And they're like, look at all these thirsty simp guys. It's like, it's a beautiful girl posting her pictures on Facebook. What the hell do you expect to happen?
Hey, it'll happen. That's the weirdest thing. It's some people get caught up in commenting all the time, and it's like,
he's calling me out live on air.
No, like you'll see that, like, though, it's like somebody commenting the simp thing or somebody bashing something for no reason.
Yeah.
Jim will bash the bashers.
Yeah, I'm a shit talker.
No, it's not talking shit. It's the dudes who just say nothing.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. It's like, was this comment even relevant right now?
Or the best thing is like, this video is so stupid. Why does anybody watch it? Why comment on it?
What the hell are you doing here?
You know, it's as simple as this. You know, there's a three little things in the top right. Click on it, go unfollow that page, and guess what? You won't see that content anymore.
Yeah,
it's that simple.
That's true.
It's so simple.
That's very true.
Because all my stuff I didn't realize, like, why do I have all this LeBron stuff? It's because I'm talking shit about, you know, MJ's better than LeBron.
And your phone does listen to you, and the algorithms listen to you, and it does. It's what you interact with, it's what you search, and then it goes in your feed, and it's just all the time.
Yeah.
You have to like wash yourself of it.
Everything that I have on my feed is LeBron, and I'm like, why? I'm a Jordan. Oh, it's because I'm
constantly talking
shit.
Yeah. To other people who are just talking shit. So yeah.
Calling Jordan a bum.
Oh my God.
Like, I mean, it's like, yeah, I'm not a big LeBron fan, but I'm not going to call him a bum. He's fucking the best basketball player.
He almost called Jordan a guitar player.
I did say guitar player. Just say guitar right there. But that's
so funny.
Remember,
what if there was an offshoot of anything that Jordan could get into? What should it be? Should Jordan make guitar straps?
Well,
should Jordan make guitar strings? Should Jordan make guitar bags?
I was about to say, I want to say guitar straps, because we look at his shoes, we look at his apparel, it's unmatched from anything that's out there. I would feel like $1 million. Franklin, get with Jordan.
Franklin and Jordan collab.
Just get, dude, having a strap with the Jordan logo on it. Would you not feel?
I wonder. That'd be odd. A Jordan. I guess that's probably why he doesn't do that. Because it's odd seeing a Jordan NASCAR.
It's odd.
You seen that?
Yeah.
And like it wins and shit.
But it's like, it's odd seeing Jordan golf apparel. Then you realize that Jordan used to play 36
holes
of golf before he would play.
That makes a little more sense.
But at first, you know, it's like Tiger Woods is the Jordan of golf, so you would figure. I mean, you'd see more TW.
Well, you make
apparel. What you
make
did
more money. I mean, hell, they have Jordans as golf cleats right now. I wish Dexter and Jordan would get together and make some Jordan bowling shoes.
Oh yeah,
that would be cool.
Come on, Jordan.
He's already got NASCAR under his belt. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before you see like some Michael Jordan weed or something.
Right.
Like Ric Flair's got his. Hulk Hogan's got his. I mean, everybody's.
Mike Tyson's got
his. Joey
and
Diaz got his. Cheech got his.
Cheech and Chong have they
have weed, mushroom, edibles, all that crap.
Have you seen Cheech and Chong's vodka bottle?
Yes, turns into a bong.
Yeah, it's got breakaway glass, like it's built specifically.
It shows you how to make it into a bong
with simple household tools.
Yep,
it's fantastic.
So yeah, if you're Jordan, you should be getting on it.
Yeah,
no, that dude probably breathes money in and out.
Yeah, he doesn't. I just like how everybody talk shit on his behalf and he keeps his mouth shut.
Hasn't he won like deep sea fishing championships too or some shit like that?
I wouldn't doubt it. He's a competitive.
I think he's got like a competitive deep sea fishing boat.
He's competitive at everything he does.
Everything. So the dude does it all.
You ate a steak in 7 bites. I'm going to do it in 6.
I'll do it in 5. Yeah. Like whatever. Like, dude.
But see, we are competitive too because we used to just throw random fucking paper balls into a trash can. You know how competitive that shit gets after a while?
After a while, yeah.
I mean, it's
darts or anything.
Darts, yeah. Josh is pretty good at darts.
Anything like that. Bowling, darts, pool, football, badminton, baseball, video games. Fucking who sees something first.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who's the loudest? It doesn't matter.
Back in our early days, we used to have hitting contests, and that's not baseball.
Hey, we'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll
just say it was fun.
It was 4th of July every day.
It was 4th of July every day, but that was 2006.
Jeez, that was fucking between 2003 and 2006.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are y'all doing today? Happy 4th of July to everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Kind of just a hang show, keeping things consistent, talking about old stories and weird shit, random shit. But it also keeps the show going and hopefully keeps you guys at least tuned in. And if you don't like today, just tune in next week and we'll have a more guitar-centric show and everything will be kind of laid out like it normally is.
Which I have a 4th question for you. What was one firework mishap that happened to you that just sticks with you in your core memory? Because I have one and it's from you guys. You know which one I'm talking about, the certain Roman candle.
Oh God.
So we used to get onto this roof at our buddy's house all the time, and I come outside and I just hear foof, the sound that the Roman candles make. I turn around and I don't know who it was. I know you were on the roof. I know there was a few people on the roof, and I turned around and got hit right in the eye with a Roman candle.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know if I was there for that one because that might have been after I moved out.
It might have been
because there was a point in time where I remember being up there and watching Tony shoot you with those little green BBs.
Yeah, it was Tony that shot me. So it was Tony. Yeah, Tony was the one that shot me in the eye with the Roman candle.
I busted you in the eye with the bouncy ball and the lacrosse stick.
Yeah, which I told him 10 times, be careful, don't hit me in the face. I know what I'm doing. Boom.
I thought I was lacrosse Jordan.
Yeah.
I missed that bouncy ball and it garnered speed and spotted him right in the eye, and I fucking wanted to cry. I felt so bad.
And what did I do? Took like a fucking champ.
We went to McDonald's and took it like a champ.
Got our fucking got the same meal we always get with our freaking what was our little cinnamon treat? What was that damn thing called?
I don't even know.
The best thing ever. Cinnamon.
It was back in the day.
Back when you could afford.
Back when $5 could afford a fucking lunch.
Yeah. It was great, but
has inflation struck y'all? Jesus Christ, inflation is crazy. It's enough to make me kick the dog, but I don't condone kicking animals. Just saying.
I haven't even priced any. fireworks this year?
No, I'm not. Probably not.
Because I remember you used to be able to get like 100 bottle rockets. It was $1.75 a pack.
I remember that it always being about the bottle.
Bottle rockets is the best. That's the best because if you get hit with them, yeah, it'll sting for a minute, but it's not enough to like hurt you.
If it's on your skin, it will.
Yeah, but you know, we've all attacked each other with bottle rockets before.
Are you attacking with people with bottle rockets, or have you been attacked by bottle rockets? Leave a comment in the comment section down below. I think we're going to wrap this one up. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes. If you guys are still with us, or if you're watching later in the day, happy 4th of July. Enjoy your summer. Stay out of the heat. Drink lots of water. And enjoy time with your family. If you happen to learn anything on this episode,
it was definitely by accident.
Guys, big, small, one and all, we've got it for you here at the Guitar Parts Podcast. Between Analog Pedals, Greenbeard, Meanbeard, and Franklin Straps, we've got you covered for the guitar player and the man or woman in your life. You guys have been your host, Josh Jones.
And your co-host, Jim Steger.
Enjoy your 4th. Be safe. Don't play with the boom boom sticks. Keep all your fingers. Later.